Growing sugarcane requires diligence, otherwise it will grow with joints stacked together, looking like a silver snake. Eating it could almost break your teeth. Here's what happened. One spring a few years ago, I heard sugarcane was easy to grow, so I bought several pieces online to try growing them in pots. I wrapped them in damp paper towels, and at that time, the cane had already started rooting and sprouting. After planting them in pots, the shoots emerged above the soil in just 1 week. A month later, the sugarcane reached about 30 centimeters in height. After about a month and a half, many side shoots grew from the soil, with purple-red tips resembling bamboo shoots. Even after thinning them, there were still too many, and the small pot could not hold them, so I had to transfer them to a larger pot. About 2 months after repotting, the cane stems had grown to waist height and felt very firm. By the 6th month, distinct joints appeared on the stems, and the plant developed very well. At this stage, I no longer watered or fertilized too frequently, but I underestimated how much water and nutrients sugarcane still needed. At harvest time, the scene looked exactly as I described at the beginning. Some sugarcane stalks were long and twisted like silver snakes. They were sweet, but peeling the skin was hard work, even making K2Lon shake his head. Other stalks were thin and small, so I realized that sugarcane is not as easy to grow as people say. From the previous experience, this time I decided to plant directly in the ground, instead of pots. Soil retains water and nutrients well, and the roots spread wider. As a result, the plants grew healthier and were not stunted like the first attempt. Planting in the ground makes the cane stronger, with thicker stems and fewer silver snake joints. The soil retains moisture and nutrients longer, and the roots spread widely, allowing the plant to absorb more. This is the effective method I learned from my first failed attempt. The plants also grew wider, absorbing more nutrients. This time, I added base fertilizer, so the preparation was thorough. Once the shoots sprouted, I spread a layer of straw to reduce moisture loss and suppress weed growth. When the stems reached the size of a finger, I added some well-rotted organic fertilizer to promote root and stem development. A month later, many side shoots appeared. This time, I kept only the strong ones. After about 120 days, I removed the dry lower leaves and saw the sugarcane skin turn purple-red, with tips 3 to 5 centimeters long. After 6 months, the cane appeared larger than in the previous harvest. At this stage, watering and fertilization must not stop. Reduce nitrogen fertilizer, and supplement with potassium to promote cell elongation between nodes. 2 months later, the stems reached over 3 meters, much thicker than pot-grown cane, almost meeting the standard for good planting varieties. It is necessary to water and fertilize frequently. Press like and follow to share more interesting and useful planting tips.